Today I'm gonna talk about why should TV ban alcohol and tobacco advertisement. Alcohol and tobacco have a negative impact on people's health and well-being. It's well known to everybody. Today my essay gonna focus on why alcohol and tobacco company should be refrained from television, not only because they impose health risk and legal problems, but they also lying to consumers in order to making their profit. So here's my thesis. My thesis states alcohol and tobacco advertisements should be refrained from television, not only because they impose various health risks and legal problems, but they also are fraudulent commercial. Okay, but why? So they found while drinking moderation has not too much impact on health, alcohol commercial promotes overindulgence of alcohol and leads to a phenomenon called binge drinking. And binge drinking is drinking excessive amount of alcohol. It's really dangerous situation when you're drinking excessive amount of alcohol. In her article, binge drinking uh, it indicates that binge drinking can lead to alcohol poisoning. It's really a life-threatening condition because it puts a tremendous stress on the liver. If the liver cannot metabolize the excessive amount of alcohol going to the body, the body will the alcohol poisoning can lead to death. However, in commercial, it did not show how binge drinking can be a risk for people's health. In commercial, they only put emphasis on the positive aspect of drinking, like popularity and enjoyment. So consumers have no idea that alcohol will cause harm to their health. Teens are more likely to fall victim for alcohol commercial. In the article, binge drinking indicates that young drinkers are the main victim for binge drinking, and the binge drinkers are more likely the individuals that age between 18 to. In addition, teens have less self-control than adults. It's likely the alcohol commercial that influence the adolescents' consumer, causing them to drink more than they should. So teens are exposed to various health problems related to the binge drinking. For example, binge drinking is associated with having risk, having sexually transmitted diseases and liver diseases. A teen who drinks are more likely to have sexually transmitted diseases because alcohol limits a teen's ability to think and increase the risk of a teen engaging in unprotected sex, exposing them to unwanted sexually transmitted diseases. Therefore, the TV should stop advertising the alcohol and tobacco product because alcohol and tobacco leads to health risks in teens. Next, I'm going to talk about tobacco advertisement. Here on my presentation, I did a comparison between a healthy person's lung and a smoker's lung. We can notice on the smoker's lung, the smoker's lung appears to be more dark in color and rough in texture. It indicates the smoker's lung has a loose elasticity and the sound function the healthiest person's lung has. Not only smokers' lungs degenerate over time, the smoking has also imposed a lot of health risks and problems to people as well. According to the research, tobacco and heart diseases. Tobacco has caused heart diseases, lung disease, respiratory diseases, cancer, and emphysema. Uh, for example, Smoking is closely related with cause of heart diseases. And heart disease is the leading cause for death. According to his article, Tobacco and Heart Diseases, that indicates smoking related heart diseases responsible for 450,000 deaths in United States each year. With such shocking numbers, the, the smoker still is on the rise. Each day in United States, there are over 3,800 young people under 18 years of age smoke their first cigarettes, and over 10,000 youths under the age of 18 becomes daily cigarette smoker. Young people are more likely to smoke cigarettes because they are under influence of a tobacco commercial. We will talk about it in the later slides. So next. So here in this slide, we see two contrasting pictures. One is the people enjoy their drinking. So this picture is more likely used when alcohol company trying to promote their products. They trying to make people to believe that drinking will bring them a good time. That drinking will bring them closer to their friend, making them more popular among friends and female. But in reality, alcohol has a negative impact on health. And in the second picture, we can see a person lying down with a blanket on top of him. It indicates he's died from alcohol poisoning. This is the one of consequence that drinking alcohol is much different from what alcohol commercial advertise. Alcohol commercial put lot of emphasis on positive aspects of drinking, and they shows people how drinking will bring them popularity and enjoyment. Just like the first picture, a lot of young people smiling and laughing when they're drinking alcohol beverages. Thus, the alcohol hiding the truth from people that alcohol has a negative impact on people's health and well-being. Thus, TV should not advertise alcohol to consumer because they will mislead people to drink excessive amount of alcohol and lead to unwanted health condition, even death. So I'm gonna talk about another fraudulent aspects of alcohol commercial. So alcohol commercial, and they said they are not intended for young drinkers. They often disclaim on the bottle or the alcohol commercial that the beverages are not to sold to minors or people underage. But in reality, the alcohol advertisement they orientate their multi-billion commercial campaign particularly around young people. For example, in 1944, Budweiser spent $588.8 billion to advertise their product on TV, and they focus on the same like animal characters, sports analogy, and celebrity appeal to attract young viewers. Those commercials are extremely popular among the young viewer. Uh, so during 1944, 77% of the teenagers under 21 start drinking after seeing the liquid advertisement. There, Their disclaimer for the legal age are just the way alcohol industry to sell more alcohol to use without the penalized by law and other regulations. So they actually um, defraud their consumer into buying their product. Thus, the alcohol commercial should be banned because they are fraudulent to their consumer. On the other hand, tobacco advertisement they use the similar marketing strategy to deceive their consumer. On the presentation, it shows the Marlboro 1960 commercial Marlboro Man. It features a young muscular cowboy of the Wild West. The consumer, the the commercial appeals to the customer because it makes consumer believe that smoking Marlboro cigarettes allows them to be masculine as the protagonist in the commercial. In particular, attracts the young male because adolescents are immature and hope they can be mature like the protagonist by smoking Marlboro products. So appealing advertisement has a positive effects on Marlboro products. According to the article reconsidering the legality of the cigarette smoking advertisement on television and law, it shows the tobacco sale increased by 70% between 1950 and 1960. However, the tobacco product cannot increase a person's masculinity. It has opposite effects on men's masculinity. According to the study Testosterone and Cardiovascular Diseases, it shows that smoking leads to lower testosterone level in male. And the testosterone level is a key hormone in determining a male's vitality and fertility. Fertility. Smoking tobacco has opposite effects on the manliness in the male because it decreases testosterone level in male. But tobacco commercial they don't really shows you how smoking will decrease the male sex hormone. In Marlboro Man commercial, they're likely to show the positive aspects of the smoking. That smoking makes a man more mature and more muscular. Thus, tobacco commercial should be banned on TV because they hiding the truth of their products and deceive people into buying their products. Next, I'm gonna talk about why tobacco, tobacco and alcohol advertisement can cause really serious legal issues like driving under influence and use of illegal substance. Driving under influence is a serious legal offense can result in revocation of one's driver's license, fine, and possible jail time. And furthermore, driving under influence not only causes a legal issue for itself, it also endangers other people as well. In the presentation, we can see two pictures of the consequence of driving under influences. In the first picture, we can see a woman sitting in her car and waiting. The police actually approach to her. She's facing the consequence of one of the driving under influence, the DUI. She's getting arrested and facing fine or other possible jail time. That's one of the consequences of driving under influences. In the second picture, we can see a woman is traumatized by a traffic accident, and it's more. It indicates that she is injury from a driving under influences accident. It reminds us that driving under influence not only can cause serious legal repercussion, it also can cause a physical damage to other person, even to ourselves as well. Thus, TV should ban alcohol advertisement because it prevents the driver getting to DUI accidents and preventing uh, damage other persons and cause harm to themselves. Like alcohol, tobacco causes people to break in the law by influencing them to use other illegal substances. It shows in the research entitled Drug and Smoking that smoking is highly associated with use of illegal drugs. And it shows the smoker has high chance addict to other substances as well. Almost 90% who use both cocaine and cigarettes has smoked cigarette first. So, P, um, why why smoking is so closely associated with use of illegal substance? It's mainly because the smoking uh, going through a similar neural pathway that illegal drugs going through. So, smoker tobacco has a chemical compound called nicotine, which stimulates the central nervous system, causing the smoking to experience the instant pleasure from the brain. Similarly, a lot of illegal drugs takes the similar neural pathway to stimulate the central nervous system and causing the pleasure for people. That's why smoking and using an illegal substance are similar in nature, and smoking can cause of using illegal substance. Why smoking the tobacco is legal to sell in the United States. However, illegal drug is not. Illegal drugs are closely watched by the law enforcement, and using of an illegal drug can result in jail time and fine. And in addition, drug users do not just use drugs; they also are involved into the drug-related transaction. Drug-related transactions are called drug trafficking, more serious crime than using the illegal substance, and they are heavily watched by law enforcement and cause serious legal repercussion and jail time. It's only a slight chance a long-term drug user can get away with a frequent drug transaction. The most of them are facing legal consequences. So, uh, by limiting the tobacco advertisement, it reduces people exposure to tobacco and minimize the people chance of moving on to other illegal drugs as well. Thus, tobacco should be banned on TV because it leads people to use other illegal substances, which can result in serious legal repercussion. So, in conclusion, television should prohibit the alcohol and tobacco advertisement because they are not only detrimental to health, fraudulent to consumers, but they also cause people run into the legal issues like DUI and substance abuse. While the drinking and smoking in moderation will not bring too much harm upon oneself, alcohol commercial promotes binge drinking, whereas the tobacco commercial lures people into addiction, creating unnecessary health risks, and legal issues. It will have a positive effects on society if the television bans on TV, bans the alcohol and tobacco commercial, because people will be much more healthier and have less legal violations of the stop drinking and smoking.